What actually happens if you don't sleep for 30 days? It's worse than you think. Okay, so here's a question that sounds like a dumb dare, but is actually terrifying once you look into it. What if you just didn't sleep? Not for one night, not for a week, for a full month. Spoiler, you wouldn't make it to day 30. Nobody would. But the way your body falls apart along the way tells you a lot about why sleep isn't optional. It's basically the maintenance crew for your entire existence. Let's start with what we actually know. The longest documented case of voluntary sleep deprivation is a guy named Randy Gardner back in 1964. He stayed awake for 11 days and 25 minutes as a high school science project of all things, and even that nearly broke him. So everything past day 11 in this video is us extrapolating from animal studies and medical cases of people with rare conditions who literally can't sleep. And yeah, it's grim. Day 1 to 2, not a big deal yet. You're tired, irritable, maybe a little foggy. Your reaction time drops, similar to being mildly drunk. Annoying, but survivable. Day 3 to 4. This is where it gets weird. Your brain starts having microsleeps, tiny naps that last a second or two, where you're technically unconscious and don't even realize it. People report seeing things that aren't there. Not full hallucinations yet, more like shadows moving in your peripheral vision or objects seeming to shift shape. Day 5 to 7, full hallucinations kick in. Randy Gardner started believing a street sign was a person. Your emotional regulation basically collapses. You can go from laughing to sobbing to paranoid in minutes. Your immune system is tanking too, because a huge part of immune repair happens during deep sleep. You're now more vulnerable to literally everything. Day 10 to 14, hypothetical territory now. This is where animal studies get disturbing. In the famous rat experiments from the 1980s, rats deprived of sleep long enough didn't just get tired. Their body temperature regulation failed. They lost weight despite eating more, and eventually every single one died, usually within 2 to 3 weeks. Autopsies showed no single cause of death. Their bodies just stopped being able to hold themselves together. Skin lesions, organ failure, immune collapse, all at once. Day 15 to 20. For humans, based on cases of a rare genetic disorder called fatal familial insomnia, which does exactly what it sounds like. This is where things would likely turn catastrophic. Patients with this disease go through progressive dementia-like decline, extreme panic attacks, weight loss, and their body essentially loses the ability to regulate itself. Most people with this condition die within 12 to 18 months of onset, but the sleep loss is gradual, not sudden like our thought experiment. Day 21 to 30. Realistically, most researchers agree a human body would not survive this long without any sleep. Somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks, organ systems begin failing outright. Your brain, deprived of its nightly cleanup shift, where it clears out toxic proteins, would likely suffer irreversible damage. If day 30 were somehow reached, you wouldn't really be looking at a person anymore. You'd be looking at someone whose brain and body have been in slow motion shutdown for weeks. So why does this happen? Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your brain flushes out waste products through something called the glymphatic system. It's when your immune system recalibrates. It's when your body repairs muscle, regulates hormones, and consolidates memory. Skip it entirely and you're not saving time. You're accumulating a debt that eventually just breaks the system. The good news? You don't need to worry about hitting day 30. Your body will force you to sleep long before that. Literally, it will shut down and make you lose consciousness rather than let you die from total sleep loss. It's one of the few things your brain refuses to let you override. If you've ever pulled an all-nighter and felt half dead the next day, now you know that's just your body giving you a tiny preview of a horror story it never wants to actually tell. Thanks for watching.